Today is the first day of 16 days of activism. Earlier we spoke about it and the importance of raising awareness about violence against women and children. And with this in mind, it's so awesome to, on this show, to highlight some of the organizations and the people doing great work to improve the lives of South Africans and making sure that we take care of our women and children. Now, before we meet our Masikhule Children's Care founder and director, let's take a look at the work that they do.
A nation should not be judged by how it treats its highest citizens, but its lowest ones. Mandela recognizes the plight of our nation's vulnerable, and so does Masikhule Childcare.
I wanted to be a teacher, and then we started this preschool, and I heard about Masikhule. Then I went there and I got training, which helped me so much. It is very important. Here in our township, most of the parents are working. So children being here is very important because they are not only playing, they are learning, they get developed to take decisions for themselves.
I like to be at school because we are learning, painting and writing. I read books, my body, alphabet, transport.
This non-profit organization assists women in the Helderberg area through training and mentoring in everything from mother and child nutrition to basic conditions of employment and financial skills.
I learned from Masikhule how to use themes in the classroom that helps them to develop fine motor. At this stage, children learn through play. That's what Masikhule taught me.
The organization offers courses and workshops to over 300 creche and preschool teachers, unemployed women and young mothers, with its programs reaching in excess of 1,400 young children each year.
Happy morning. Happy morning. I wash my body. I wash my body.
Just like Mandela, each one of us can touch the lives of many people and make our world a better place.
And I go to school.
It's amazing to see, and you heard it on this Mandela Monday, we can touch the lives of so many people. Now, with us this morning is Leigh-anne. She's from the Masikhule Childcare project to join us and to talk about this. Good morning, Leigh-anne, and welcome.
Good morning, Alana. Thank you.
I see that video and I'm so excited. I look at it and I think so many kids that's benefiting from this. Let's get back to the basics. Where did the inspiration for the organization come from?
You know, Lana, I trained as an occupational therapist and I always had an interest, a special interest in early child development. And I realized just through the work that I was doing, working with children with developmental delays and with learning problems, that there was a great need for education of parents in early child development, but also those wanting to work with children, so unemployed women and creche teachers. So that was where the inspiration started. But I must say, the inspiration, what keeps us inspired and keeps us motivated and encouraged and challenged is actually what's happening in the community.
You know, one looks at this and it's kind of, it has to be the norm. You know, kids have to go to school. We're so used to that is how it has to be. But not a lot of kids have the privilege of even experiencing this. And without your project, this wouldn't happen. What is the impact for you with the Masikhule project? What has it done for the community and for women in the community?
Well, the general trend nationwide, and especially in the Western Cape, is the number of trained staff working at creches is very low. It hovers around about 30 to 40%. But in our community, it's about 80% of teachers are actually trained.
Wow.
And the impact has been great in terms of what they're doing for their children, but not only for the children, but for themselves. Masikhule means we are growing.
Right.
So it's not only the children that are growing and developing, but it's actually the women.
If you could teach moms and teachers, you know, two things in your experience in working with the project and not just in the Helderberg area, but what would it be?
I think the two things, the first thing would be is to make sure that you can get to the best school that you can. Make sure that it's a school where the teachers are trained, where they're registered, where their children are having fun, they're doing things, they're active. And maybe the second thing is the actual importance of, might seem as a contradiction, but how important parenting is to give them that best start in life. The first 1,000 days of a child's life is the most important. And parents have to play a role in making sure that they have a better future.
How can we get involved? We want to be part of this. Even our viewers at home, they're looking at this and I see smiles, you know. As I know that the Epic team, the Cape Epic Riders, they're also involved. How do we get involved?
for any project, especially something like this, if we want to expand, if we want to carry on, to make it sustainable, we need funding. That's a huge need. So we would love any fundraising attempts or support. So maybe visit our website, contact us on Facebook. It'd be wonderful to hear from anybody.
Okay, well, it would be wonderful to hear from you, and it's great hearing from you, Leigh-anne. Really inspiring. Thank you for what you're doing for our women and children. We really appreciate it. Mandela Monday and us making a difference. You heard it, so you can make a difference through. But just through education, we're creating awareness and making sure that we're helping our women and our children and making sure that we're empowering a nation. And you can stand up for all of this. Gender-based violence against women and children. We're all wearing our white ribbons today. 16 days of activism. It starts today. And it starts with us. If you can have peace in the home, we can have peace in our country. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We'll be back after the break.